way to break his sash. He still outspeeds me. He under Tailwind. That is crazy. And he gets the crit on the Moltres. I don't know. Do I even outspeed Latios? He's not even sash. He's Life Orb. Okay. He just gives his own Tailwind up. That's fine. It's fine by me. If I knew he was Life Orb, like, I would have just... I mean, I could have... It doesn't really matter anyways. I get a opposing crit, but the crit doesn't matter. So I get a double down here, but, like, the Moltres is pretty much dead. What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation G, VGC. Zamazenta paired with Rain is actually a really common combo. Just mainly because one of Zamazenta's weaknesses actually is to a lot of the more common fire types. Stuff like Koraidon, which usually goes Terra Fire, Groudon that runs coverage, and there's a bunch of other more common fire types, Chi-Yu and a few other ones. Entei is kind of common still, Incineroar is the most common fire type in the format, and BASCULEIGON actually pairs pretty well alongside the main Zamazenta teams with like Pelipper and and a few other things. So got a team around BASCULEIGON today along with Zamazenta. I kind of want to feature for you guys because I haven't seen BASCULEIGON in a while. It's one of those mods that was actually had a pretty decent amount of play back in like the earlier regulations when it was first brought into the game with the DLC returning, and then it kind of just fell off ever since then. So mainly just because I think it's outshadowed by Urshifu as like a rain sweeper, but I do think it's a really cool mod just using rain, and having the ghost typing and the water typing is actually not too bad. You're able to hit a lot of the restrictions for super effective damage, especially under rain, which is kind of cool. So I do not have a paste for this team. There's actually a team that I ended up just finding on Discord. They didn't have a paste for the team, so I think Yannick, I'm not sure who that is. It might be somebody I actually featured on the channel before. I'm not hardly sure. The name seems a little familiar, but I don't have a paste for this specific team. If you guys want to use this team, Rent will put up in the corner. I'm going to kind of run through the team real quick, and we're going to hop into some games. Appreciate all your guys' support on the recent videos as well. All the Regulation G content. I'm going to keep on trying to bring you guys some more unique teams, at least until the end of Regulation G here. We got about a month and a half until double restricted at the end of August. And then we're going to get into some more fresh stuff. I wouldn't really consider like double restricted really fresh because you're just adding double legendaries. So if anything, it's going to be phasing out a lot of the other like older, like cooler stuff that you can maybe use, because the format's going to be going up yet again another power level, which makes a lot of the other like restricted mons a lot less useful, apart from like the more supportive ones. So I don't know, we'll worry about that when it gets here. But we got the Moltres on this team with the black glasses, more of a standard set with the Tailwind, Fiery Wrath. Always kind of a cool mon to have. You got the Zamazenta with the Terra Grass, just mainly with Iron Defense, Body Press, Heavy Slam. This one does not have Wide Guard because the Pelipper has Wide Guard on this team. Kind of otherwise pretty much a standard set. AV, Rillaboom, Terra Fire, pretty much a standard set. And then you got the Citrus Berry and Incineroar. Kind of interesting because I've seen a lot of people actually switch away from Citrus Berry because Calyrex has Unnerve, which is usually really, really common. So you don't actually have your Citrus Berry proccing a lot of the time, so a lot of people change the item. So that's kind of interesting. We'll see how it does. Got the Life Orb BASCULEIGON. This one actually has Endeavor. Endeavor is actually kind of crazy, just mainly because you can actually go really low in health, especially from like recoil and Life Orb damage, and you can actually go for like Endeavor and have like whatever else is paired alongside you, like take out whatever that is about to kill you at low health, because you'll be able to outspeed under the rain, which I think is kind of cool tech. We'll see how that actually works. No Aqua Jet though, so we're going to see if having the lack of Aqua Jet on this BASCULEIGON actually makes a difference. We'll see how it goes. And then you got the Rocky Helmet Pelipper with Wide Guard. So overall, it's your rain setter for this team. You also have Terra Fairy there, more of a defensive Terra. Kind of unique on Pelipper. I've seen a lot of Terra Ground Pelipper, just mainly for Miraidon. So we're going to see how that does. Apart from that, let's hop in some games. Alright, we're with another match. My opponent's running the double duo of the Dialga Palkia. It's kind of cool. Dialga Palkia, Baxcalibur Muck, Garganical, and Fluttermane. I have no idea what like regular Muck wants to do. What do you do? I have no idea. He does have Wide Guard, which is kind of a problem. I kind of want to just bring Rain though. Like BASCULEIGON ain't too bad into his team, especially in Rain. I don't think I'm gonna lead with it though. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lead with the Incineroar Rillaboom lead here. I'll bring the Pelipper in the back. I don't even know if I want to bring Zamazenta here. I guess it's okay into his team. I think I'm actually gonna bring the Zamazenta this game. I don't know. It comes down to if I want to bring Basculeigon with no rain, which doesn't really make much sense here, or like leave the Basculeigon or the Zamazenta on the shelf. I think I'll just bring the Pelipper here. I was gonna bring the Basculeigon, but I think the Zamazenta for this match is a lot more important. I kind of need the Pelipper too in case he has any crazy shit he wants to do. Mainly for wide guard, because he could have some crazy shit on Muck. I don't know what Muck gets for like a spread move or anything, but actually he might get Earthquake. Not sure, it probably gets Earthquake. Or Dialga. I know Dialga might get Earthquake. He's leading with this. See, that might be what he's trying to do. Got double fake out on this turn. I can actually just go for that here if I wanted to. Double fake out here. I don't know if it really does much to the Garganacl though, because I think I'm actually just going to Wood Hammer here to the Garganacl. Doesn't really get me much because like it's resistant, like he's just going to get a bunch of health back with Grassy Terrain anyways, so it's kind of just stalling the match out. Terra Dragon, turn 1. Oh, goes for Protect, that's unfortunate. So pretty much the same thing happened, but instead of him taking any damage, he just went for Protect. Rocky Helmet Dialga. This guy is cooking. I don't know what he's running. I haven't seen that one yet. I'm gonna Parting Shot out of here. Onto the Dialga, and I'm just gonna Wood Hammer again. Oh, now he's gonna Protect again. Okay. Double Protect, and it fails. He's really scared of the Rillaboom, I think. It just one-shots the Garganacl. Okay. I didn't expect to one-shot him. I thought it would do like 75% to him, but I didn't think I'd get a KO. I don't know, I'm assuming he's trying to bring Palkia in. Maybe that's what he's trying to do here. I'm assuming he probably has this, Palkia, Garganacl. I don't know what his other last mon it really would be. I don't know what Muck really does versus me. I guess it's okay into Zamazenta. Excalibur, okay. I'm actually going to Parting Shot onto the Excalibur. I don't want to go for a Will-O-Wisp because it could have Thermal Exchange and I will give it a +1 boost. That's what I don't really want to do here. What else I have in the back? I think I'm just going to Pelipper here. Earthquake. How did he outspeed me? I guess he probably would. If he's max speed, he probably does outspeed me, actually. That does nothing, though. I thought they'd do a lot more, and it barely does anything. Terra boosted. Terra boosted, and it didn't even do that much damage to me. I thought that would do way more. That's why nobody really uses Dialga. Like, it's really bulky, but like its offensive stats really aren't that good. Unless you have like a really high base power move to like use, like Roar of Time, which isn't the best move ever, because it has to recharge. Like, you just aren't doing enough damage. You just get out-damaged or you get set up on. That's the main problem with it. Like, now I'm gonna go right on to Zamazenta here. I'm not really even afraid of Earthquake, but like, cause like with the +1 defense boost, it's not gonna do that much to me anyways. I'm just gonna Body Press and get the Excalibur out of here. And then I'll Hurricane. I'm not really even afraid of what he wants to do here. He's going to protect. You're just stalling the game out, bro. Just straight up one-shots him. I think I kind of made the better play here, bringing the Zamazenta over the BASCULEIGON. So I think the Zamazenta definitely has a lot more stuff into his team. I'm assuming he has Palkia in the back. Could be kind of scary though, because we set up the rain for the Palkia, so that could be an issue. I still have Rillaboom and like Cineroar and everything though. Actually has Flutter Mane, okay. I'm actually fine with that because I have Heavy Slam. So Heavy Slam, go for that right here. I don't know if there's any way he actually one-shots me here at all unless he like choice specs. Maybe that's the only way he one-shots me. And I'm just gonna Hurricane. Mystical Fire in the rain. Yeah, you're gonna have to go back to the trainer school, bro. I think what you should have did there, if you wanted max damage, you should have went for Moonblast because that wasn't reduced by rain. Moonblast would have did more damage. This guy needs to go back to the trainer school. Take your Palkia and your Dialga and go back to Gen 4. Zamazenta just fucking eating everything up. Eating all the hits. Granted, it's because of the rain. I took the Mystical Fire that well. Still. I'm just going to Body Press here. I'm just going to Body Press and go for Hurricane again. If he wants to stall it out with Protect, he can. He's trying to go for Protect again just to stall the match. He gets it. What does that do for you, though? Like, I guess... Like, I think I stalled, like, 3 turns of rain, so that doesn't even stall the rain out. And, like, I outspeed you, like, you're dead. Just surrender the game. There's no way you win. You revealed your Terra, like, you revealed your pretty much, like, the majority of your moveset already. And there's no way he wins here at all. Just stalling the match out for no reason. Don't rage quit on me. He's taking a long time. I was gonna say, are you gonna... He's debating whether he should just rage quit on me and close the game. Don't be like that, bro. Eat the loss, learn something, go back to the trainer school and take what you learned and apply it to whatever else you're gonna be doing, whatever next team you build. He might have actually killed the Zamazenta there if he was like Choice Specs, which I'm not sure if he was. But if he was Choice Specs Moonblast there, like that would have did a lot more damage. Plus the Earth Power maybe would have got the KO on the Zamazenta, so that actually did matter a lot there. That was kind of a choke on his part. Moonblast plus Earth Power maybe would have killed Zamazenta, depending on if he was Specs or what his build was. So, not bad. I'll take another dub. I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, we're here with the game. My opponent's cooking. They are running in the future. They have shit that's not even legal on VGC on their team. Kyogre, Regieleki, Iron Valiant, Latios, I think that's Iron Leaves, and then Volcanion, which usually isn't even legal, so that's going to be fun to go against. Actually, Volcanion's kind of a problem for this team. Like, keep in mind, like, it has Water Absorb, so, like, Water Absorb kind of shuts this team down. And mainly the Zamazenta does not want to be taking, like, water-boosted moves in the rain. So that's going to be kind of a problem, actually. I do think he actually brings that here, so I'm kind of forced to bring Rillaboom in this match. What else do I want to bring here? I don't know if he's going to bring Kyogre. He probably will. He might just give me free rain, which would be pretty nice. I'm going to bring the Rillaboom here. I think Rillaboom's really good. I think I'll bring Rillaboom Ultra as lead. I don't know if I bring the BASCULEIGON here, but it ain't too bad versus this team. Like, barring, like, the Volcanion and the Kyogre, it hits everything else for decent damage and rain, so I think I will bring it here. And I don't know if I'm going to bring it. I'm just hoping he brings rain, though, because if he doesn't bring rain, it's going to be kind of useless. I think I'm going to bring Zamazenta as my last mon. That's what I do here. Just really hoping he brings the Kyogre, because if he doesn't bring Kyogre and he doesn't set the rain up for me, then I'm going to have a BASCULEIGON that doesn't have any Swift Swim boost. And I'll get outsped by, like, Regieleki and a bunch of other stuff, so... No Kyogre lead. Good for now. I'm not really too worried about it right now, but I'm hoping he does have Kyogre. What does this thing want to even do? Like, I'm just gonna fake out here. I fake out the Regieleki and I just go for a Fiery Wrath. Actually, I can go for a Tailwind here too, would be pretty good. I'm a Tailwind on this turn. I don't think there's any way, like, Latios one-shots the Moltres here at all, so... And he also gives me a Berserk boost on this next turn, so Fiery Wrath is going to be hitting really, really hard. Protect, okay. Solid play. I'm assuming he's Sash, that's why he went for double Protect. He's going to let me get a free Tailwind up. I'm fine with that, actually. So I don't even have to worry about taking any damage. It actually works out pretty well. Free Tailwind boost here. I kind of wanted to actually just go for, like, Grassy Glide onto the Regieleki, just mainly because I think he's Sash. That's why I went for the Protect here. So I'm going to go for Grassy Glide onto the Eleki, and then I'm just going to go for Fiery Wrath. Way to break his Sash. He still outspeeds me. He under Tailwind. That is crazy. And he gets the crit on the Moltres. I don't know, do I even outspeed Latios? He's not even Sash, he's Life Orb, okay. He just gives his own Tailwind up, that's fine. It's fine by me. If I knew he was Life Orb, like, I would've just... I mean, I could've... It doesn't really matter anyways. I get a opposing crit, but the crit doesn't matter. So I get a double down here, but, like, the Moltres is pretty much dead. I'm hoping he has Kyogre in the back. I think that's might be what he's saving his Terra for, though. I'm assuming Kyogre Volcanion's his last 2 mons. There it is. So that's good for the BASCULEIGON, mainly just because I can let these 2 mons go down and then go for, like, Last Respects on the way in, which will do a really solid amount of damage. So he did bring the 2 mons that I actually thought he was going to bring. They just look so good into my team, I don't know why he wouldn't bring them. He has Tailwind here, which kind of sucks. So I don't know if I should just go for, like, Grassy Glide right away to reduce his damage in case he's Scarf, which I think is a little bit better off here. And then I'm going to go for Fiery Wrath. Somehow outspeed him at -1 speed. Probably Terra Grass. Oh. Stellar Terra, okay. If Grassy Glide can still do a solid amount of damage here, though, I don't have to worry about Water Spout, which is a huge worry off the table. That does over half. About 70%. He actually outspeeds me. I wish he never would have got that crit because... I don't know, it brought me into Berserk range, but like there was a chance I could maybe live some stuff. Not in the rain, but I don't know if it really mattered that much. AV Rillaboom soaking it up though. His life, he's leftovers too. He might actually just Protect on this next turn, which I can see him doing here. I'm just gonna go for Grassy Glide though. And like I'm gonna go right into the BASCULEIGON here. Last Respects I think is boosted up to 100 power now, so it should hit pretty hard. I'm just gonna Grassy Glide to Kyogre again. He's forced to Protect here. That's kind of what it really is. I'm Terra Water, which kind of doesn't really do much for me here. But I'm gonna Last Respects the Volcanion and see how much damage it does. I just need damage on a lot of his stuff. It's kind of the thing I need here. I don't know if Volcanion can one-shot the BASCULEIGON. So like everything I have is... Yeah, it's probably is resisted into me. Probably just gonna try to get rid of the Rillaboom on this turn, which makes sense. Last Respects is a 2-hit KO. Not bad. Heat Wave in the rain. I live that. I think he was hoping there that I actually wouldn't live. I think that's what he was hoping. Because what he's trying to do here is he's trying to stall my Tailwind out because I threw my Tailwind up a turn before him. So he's trying to stall my Tailwind out so where he's able to get a double outspeed on me and just kind of KO everything on the field. That's what he's doing. So like right here, I kind of just Protect the BASCULEIGON. I'm just going to Grassy Glide. It's going to be a roll of whether it actually kills the Kyogre, and then I'm just going to Protect here. I kind of want the Rillaboom to drop. That way I get an extra boost on my Last Respects. See how much this does. It gets the KO, that's huge. Props to him for bringing the Kyogre though, because if he never brought Kyogre to this match, I had none of my own rain. So the BASCULEIGON would have been a lot less useful in this match if he never set up the rain for me. Keeps going for Heat Wave. Why? I don't know if he knows or not, but like if he really wants to get damage onto the Rillaboom, Steam Eruption in the rain is probably more powerful being resisted than Heat Wave is, because Heat Waves reduce damage. So like I think he's probably just better off going for Steam Eruption. He kind of just wasted 2 turns there. It's good for me though, I guess. This match could have went really bad too, because my team's really weak to Volcanion. Like, apart from him setting up the rain, but like, if he never had rain there, he was able to like spam fire and water type moves, and this team really doesn't deal with it very well. Let's go for last respects here. I think that's game. Unless he wants to stall me out with Protect. Get wrecked, bud. Played really good. BASCULEIGON getting 2 KOs, not bad. Actually 1 KO pretty much. It did a decent amount of damage. I don't think it did. I think the Rillaboom's the one that pretty much KO'd the Kyogre. Same with the Moltres. Moltres putting in a bunch of work. Living on a clutch after getting critted by Electro Web, not bad. See you guys in another match. I'll take the dub. Alright, we're here with another game. We're going against an opposing rain team. So, Kyogre, Tornadus, Arclidon, Amoonguss, Urshifu, I'm assuming Rapid Strike, and then Chien-Pao. Really bad matchup for me here, actually. I mean, I have Wide Guard, which is really, really good for me here, but he also has Arclidon with Electro Shot, so that doesn't really do that much for me either, because he can just one-shot me even though I go for Wide Guard. I think what he does here is he brings Tornadus, Arclidon, and Kyogre 100% here. And then probably Urshifu if I were to guess. I don't think Chien-Pao really makes sense here. Same with Amoonguss. I guess Amoonguss if he wants to wall the shit out of Zamazenta, but I don't know, I think that kind of just puts him behind in the match. I think what I do here is I bring Moltres, lead. I need Tailwind. It's kind of the main thing I need. Actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring Rillaboom. Rillaboom looks really good. I'll lead with Rillaboom here. Lead with Rillaboom. What else do I want to bring? I'll bring Zamazenta lead. Actually, I'll bring Zamazenta lead. I'll bring the Pelipper in the back. And then I'm going to bring the BASCULEIGON in the back. I think that's what I'd do with. It's going to be a really tough game. This team actually does struggle with like opposing rain teams, believe it or not. Just mainly because if they also have like Arclidon on the team, like Arclidon checks Pelipper, which is the main wide guard user you have for Kyogre. So that's kind of a real thing this team really struggles with. You have like stuff to kind of play around it, but it's still kind of difficult of a matchup. He actually just leads Tornadus, so he doesn't even go for rain on first turn. I mean, I can try to fake out the Tornadus, but most of them are either running Sash or Covert Cloak, so I might just be wasting my time. I kind of want to just U-turn out on this first turn if I'm being real here. I go right out. I don't know. There's really nothing I can really go out into here, though. That's the problem. Does he set up the rain? I'm just going to fake out the Tornadus. I don't want to give him a defense boost. That's the main thing here. You could also just go for Taunt, which could be a bit of an issue. I'm just going to Body Press this first turn, see how much damage it does. I don't want to give him a Stamina boost, though. That's the problem. What do you, Terra Ghost? Oh, he's probably Terra Fairy. Terra Grass, okay. Protect, okay. So he might not be Covert Cloak, he's probably Sash then, if I'm guessing, if he's running Protect. See how much Body Press does. That does about half, but I give him a free boost, so that's not going to really do much for me. I think the main thing is he made himself weak to U-turn, which ain't too bad here. And like, he doesn't have rain up yet, so I don't know. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to just double into the Arclidon. He's also going for Body Press for some reason, which is really weird. I kind of want to Iron Defense again, but if he starts going for Bleak Wind Storm, that's going to be the main problem, because I'm going to take a lot of damage from Bleak Wind Storm. I think I'm just going to Iron Defense here. I got Iron Defense. He's gonna Tailwind, okay. As long as he doesn't set up the rain, that's the main thing here. Body Press, okay. Does a lot more damage because I gave him a free boost. I need to go into the Blipper. Like, that's the main thing here. I need to go into Blipper. That does nothing. I need to go into Blipper and then start spamming Wide Guard. That's what I need to really do. I just gotta be really careful, though, because if he has Electro Shot probably, like, just one-shots me, so... I might actually just have to go, like, Terra Fairy here, unfortunately. I didn't really want to waste my Terra on the Blipper. I wanted to keep it for the BASCULEIGON late game. But I might actually have to just go for that here, just to try to spam Wide Guard for the Weak Storm. Because I think at +3 now, like, I can easily one-shot the Arclodon from this range. So I'm going to go Terra Fairy, and I'm going to go for Wide Guard, because he probably only has Weak Storm. And then I'm going to go for Body Press here onto the Arclodon. I need the Arclodon out of here. Like, that's the main problem I'm having. It's just such a threat to the Blipper, that's the main issue. Like, it just does so much damage, especially if I keep giving it stamina boost over and over. Like, there's no other way to really get around it. That's the problem I have with this team. Especially being, like, Terra Grass. Like, I think if he wasn't Terra Grass, I maybe would have had a chance to one-shot him on the first turn. There's the Bleakwind Storms. That's huge. Is he going to Electro Shot here, or is he going to go for Body Press? There's the Electro Shot, okay. I'm glad I went Terra Fairy, because I should be able to take one Electro Shot at least. I don't know. So we're gonna find out, right? It's at +1, I'm not sure. It's neutral. Oh, you can go after the Zamazenta, whatever then. I don't know why you wouldn't go after the Blipper there, that makes no sense, but whatever. So if one has Tailwind, Protect, Bleakwind Storm, I don't think he has Taunt. If he had Taunt, he'd probably already go for it. I'm assuming his last move is probably Rain Dance. Kyogre, that's great. I just spam Wide Guard. Like, I just spam Wide Guard here, and, like, I don't know what he does to me. I just need damage mainly on the Kyogre, too, so. Withdraw, okay. Was there Shifu coming in? Oh, Amoonguss. He actually brought the Amoonguss. So this is what he wants to do here, is he wants to go for the Rage Powder. That way I go for Body Press on the Amoonguss instead of the Kyogre. That's what he wants here. How many turns of Tailwind does he have left? He has 1 turn of Tailwind left, so if I can stall his Tailwind turn out, like, I'm just gonna go Protect here. I'm gonna Protect here again. So he's actually gonna double out. Back into the Tornadus. That's really ballsy of you, bud. Just to get his Tailwind back up, I guess. I forgot too, I forgot if you go for Wide Guard and then Protect on the following turn, it fails. So that could have been really bad for me, but it doesn't really matter because he went after the Zamazenta, so whatever. That's fine. That is completely fine by me. I could actually make a play out here, switch the Zamazenta out into the Rillaboom, which I can maybe try to do here, but I think my best bet here is what I try to do is just go for Hurricane onto the Amoonguss, because I need that out of here to try to win. I want to try to go into the BASCULEIGON too, but I just don't want to take in a bunch of damage. He could just try to set up Tailwind here too, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to Body Press. I think if the Zamazenta drops here, it just goes down. That's fine. Let's see how much it does. It's at +3. It does a really solid amount of damage. And I just get it out of here, so that's great. So he has his Tailwind back up, which is a bit of a problem, but I still have Wide Guard. So I can kind of just wall the shit for the Tornadus now. Like, I still have Rillaboom in the back too, which is really nice for me. I just keep spamming Wide Guard here. I spam Wide Guard and I go for Body Press onto the Kyogre. He surrenders. Okay. I don't think that game was nearly done at all because, like, depending on his Kyogre's build, he had Protect on the Kyogre, so I'm assuming it wasn't Scarfed or Specs. It can't be, at least. So he's probably, like, leftovers Calm Mind Kyogre. I don't know. I think the reason why he surrendered there is because, like, Wide Guard just walls the shit out of the Tornadus. And probably, like, half of the Kyogre's set, I'm assuming, so that's why he surrendered, so... And I also have Rillaboom in the back at like almost full health. I can come in and just freely pick up the Kyogre and do a shit ton of damage to it. So, not bad. I'll take another really solid win. I'll see you guys in one final match. Alright, we're here with one final game. We're going against the Calyrex Ice team. Indeedee, Calyrex, Hatterene, Urshifu, I'm assuming probably Single Strike. I don't know, Water could be okay on his team too. It doesn't really make that much sense though. Torkoal, and then a Galarian Zapdos. I think the Galarian Zapdos actually on his team right here actually might be like a coaching variant, which could be really scary, like coaching alongside the Glastrier, or the I guess Glastrier, Calyrex, whatever. What to bring here? I kind of want to bring Zamazenta. Zamazenta is really good into my opponent's team. I think I'm going to bring that here. Moltres also pretty solid into my opponent's team. I think I'm going to bring the Moltres. I don't know if I want to lead with Moltres though. I think I lead with Incineroar. I want to bring Plipper. Plipper here is something I need to bring. I think I'll actually bring Basculeigon instead of the Moltres here actually. The main thing is, like, I can't let him set up Trick Room. That's the main thing here. If he sets up Trick Room, like, it's going to be such a hard match to win. I'm going to have to keep trying to play around that shit the entire game. I mean, this ain't the worst matchup ever. I can't go for Fake Out here. I get a free defense boost. It ain't bad for me, actually. I can just Will-O-Wisp the Calyrex here. He could go for Terra Fire. He is actually Clear Amulet. Okay. I think the Trick Room, like, is by default, though, gets set up here, which is the main issue. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to full send. I'm going to go Iron Defense. Get to +3. And then I'm just going to go for Will-O-Wisp here onto the Glastrier, because I don't think there's any way I can prevent the Trick Room from getting set up here anyways. Oh, he's going to go into the Zapdos for the coaching shit. He's going to try to go for the coaching garbage. That's what he wants to try to do. That's what this shit is. Burn it. Neutralize the threat. There's a Trick Room, okay. Not the worst thing ever, because I don't know what Zapdos set he's really running, but if he's running a really fast set, like, I think the Incineroar can still outspeed him. So, I'm not really too worried about it. And, like, I have Heavy Slam for Calyrex, too. Worst case scenario, he goes, like, Terra Fire here, but, like, Heavy Slam might do a decent amount. I might just be better off going for Body Press here, actually. It might actually do more damage to him, because I'm not sure if Heavy Slam, how heavy Calyrex is. I could go for Knockoff here too, but I think I'm just going to go for Burn onto the Zapdos. Close Calm. He just goes for... He's a really slow... He's a slow Zapdos. How do you outspeed me under Trick Room? Wow, that's crazy. I don't know how the fuck you outspeed me under Trick Room. Glacial Lance. That's it. I'm at +3. That's not going to do very much at all. That does 9 damage. See how much this does. That does a solid amount. I don't know how the Zapdos outspeeds me under Trick Room. What is this guy's Zapdos running? That is really crazy. I go into Plipper here, though. I could go for, like, Wide Guard, which wouldn't really be too bad here. Or, like, he's also burned, so, like, he's not doing that much damage anyways. I think I'm actually better off targeting the Zapdos now. I want to get the Calyrex out of here, but, like, I'm going to get rid of the Zapdos. I don't think it pays going for Wide Guard here. Brave Bird. How much that do to me? That just straight up one-shots me with a fucking crit. Am I about to get swept by a Trick Room Galarian Zapdos here, y'all? Wow, is this guy getting really lucky. He is legit sweeping my, like, entire rest of my team. Because he got a crit. That crit 100% mattered. There's no way that crit did not matter there. I think it's going to be Zamazenta versus his entire team. Emitter, that's Torkoal, actually, so that's really bad. How many turns of Trick Room does he have left? 2 turns. Ooh, shit. I don't know how I'm going to be able to even do this. I kind of want to just go for last respects onto the Zapdos here. I really do. Actually, I'm going to go for the Torkoal. I'm pretty sure I'm dead here, though. I don't think there's any way I win this anymore. That crit there, I think, actually just won him the game. The guy legit won the match off of a crit onto the Blipper there. I don't think there's any way I win this because I don't have Wide Guard anymore either. I can protect here, but like my only hope is that he's like choice specs. And if I'm able to get enough like damage off on him on this turn without getting one-shotted by the Zapdos on the same turn, where he's not able to do as much damage to me on the following turn, I can maybe live. That's 100% choice. I lose. Gotta love losing to crits. Oh, this game is so fun. Such a fun game. I'm surrendering. Fuck you, bud. Fuck you. You make every single play and you do everything that you're supposed to be doing. And you just send out the Mon and you get fucking critted for your efforts. That's nice. And you fucking lose the game off it. That is one thing I hate. The random RNG fucking garbage. I don't think I deserve to lose that. Like, Trick Room there was really bad, but like I neutralized the Galastria. And especially if I actually live there, the Galarian Zapdos was at -1 defense from the close combat. I should have lived that no matter what. Because like I'm pretty sure this Blipper is a really bulky Blipper on this team. So like no matter what there, if I never got critted, I would have lived and I would have one-shot the guy back with a Hurricane 100% there. We know he wasn't Sash. The guy was, I think he's probably Iron Ball if I were to guess, because that actually lowers your speed, I think. So he's probably actually like a crazy Iron Ball, like Galarian Zapdos. So I would have one-shotted him back, and then it would just been Torkoal and then Pelipper. Torkoal, Pelipper, and BASCULEIGON versus the Torkoal and his Indeedee left. So like I would have been able to swap out the Pelipper, bring in the BASCULEIGON, try to get some damage and maybe sack it off, and then just go from there pretty much. Protect the Zamazenta and then bring the Pelipper back in to change the weather back to rain, and I probably would have won the game. So that crit there 100% cost me the match. That's really fucking awful. Not really the way I wanted to end this for this team, but I guess that's what we're gonna have to end on, unfortunately. Let's talk a little bit about this team. Alright, as for this team, I do like this team. This team does play really, really well. There's a few things I would actually change. I would actually change the Pelipper. I think Terra Ground, mainly for like your electric types. Mainly Arclidon and mainly for Miraidon is what I would actually really change it for. I know you have the Rillaboom, which is pretty good into Miraidon, but like this team is also really weak to like Arclidon in the rain alongside like Kyogre or like any type of weather, which is kind of a problem for this team. I went against 2 Kyogre teams and both of them actually had Arclidon on their team. The first one I actually lost against in one of my testing matches, just mainly because it just ended up steamrolling so fast and kept getting a special attack boost in the rain over and over to where I wasn't really able to do much versus it, alongside like a Tornadus. And I think the second match you guys probably seen. The first one was one of my testing matches with this team, but that's kind of a problem. I would actually change the Pelipper's Terra to like Terra Ground. I think that gives this team a lot more like stuff to deal with, like Miraidon, especially Arclidon. Apart from that, I think this team is really weak to Arclidon. You could say you have Zamazenta for Arclidon, but most of the Arclidons anyways, they're usually bulking enough to at least take a body press from it. and you give them also a free boost. So like, and especially like alongside a Tornadus, like at +1 Archidon with a Tailwind boost, usually like almost one-shots you with the Electro Shot most of the time. Especially alongside Tornadus with like Bleak Wind Storms spam. So you can maybe get one hit off onto the Archidon, but you're not going to one-shot most of them. That's kind of the main problem. At least I never one-shotted both of mine that I went against. Does a solid amount of damage when I was able to actually finally do damage, but not nearly enough to one-shot them. Plus, if they have stamina, that's also an issue. So, apart from that, I think the only other thing I would actually maybe change on this team is the BASCULEIGON. I don't know, in every single match I never used Endeavor at all. I would actually get rid of Endeavor and I would throw like Aqua Jet on there, or like some other useful type move. I don't know what else it really gets. I think its move pool really isn't the greatest of move pools, but you can maybe throw something else on there. At least me personally, I would throw Aqua Jet onto this BASCULEIGON. I understand why Endeavor's there, just kind of mainly as more like a gimmicky type thing when you're really low on health to maybe follow up on a kill, but at least in like every single match that I played with this team, including my testing games, I never used Endeavor once. And there was a few matches where I actually kind of wanted to have Aqua Jet, just mainly for some small chip damage, which would have been really good. So, apart from that, really solid team. I think BASCULEIGON is kind of more of an underlooked, kind of underrated pick currently in Regulation G, but you have to really build a team around it. It has to fit on the right team. It fits pretty well on this team, and that's a reason why you don't see it very much. I think Urshifu is just a lot easier to slap onto a team, just mainly for a multitude of reasons, which, I mean, Unseen Fist is the main one. That ability is so broken, especially like stat-wise, like other move pool-wise, so there's a lot of other things that make Urshifu a lot better than BASCULEIGON is, but that's an entirely different video. You guys probably know why Urshifu is already like a god tier mon in VGC. Come on. You don't need to have me sit here and tell it to you why. So, but I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I got a bunch more stuff on the way. Apart from that, I'm going to get out of here. Peace out, everybody.